Jon David pretty much had a stable day where there weren't a whole lot of changes. He did start trickle feeds today. However, he ended up stopping them, and I'll get into why in just a second. But one of the things that's really cool with that is you can see, like, with his nears, you'll see in this picture, top one is his cerebral nears, and the bottom one is his flank nears, meaning down toward his like stomach and kidneys and things like that. And basically, they just measure the blood perfusion to those areas and making sure they're getting oxygen. And it goes into like why we get sleepy after Thanksgiving and like where the blood flow goes. So like after you eat, blood flow goes to your gut, and so you can see where it shifts from his head to his gut in this picture. So it's kind of neat. As one of the attendings told me today, I'm a nerd, and I am. So it is kind of neat to see in real time kind of how the blood flow changes and how the body works. But he started them, tolerated them pretty well throughout most of the day, and then this evening started like vagaling down, aka his heart rate was dropping. Vagal nerve is what causes us to pass out. And so like that's what they call it, is vagaling down, where he basically just kind of almost goes into like a pass out state and then rebounds back up, which is scary for all of us because it just is very scary watching his heart rate kind of go down and then pop back up. And you know, he's usually in the 120s, 130s, and he'll pop down as low as like the 70s and 80s. And so it's again kind of a scary moment when you see it happen. And one of the theories as to why he's vagaling down like that and coming back up is that today marks an exact month since the last time that he's actually had real food in his digestive tract, in his belly. And so because of that, it could just simply be that it's his body having a bit of an adjustment period to actually having food again and needing to move food through his digestive tract, plus the fact that he's on all these narcotics, which kind of stops you up anyways and can kind of make that difficult to begin with. And so just maybe that combination is what's causing him to be uncomfortable and vagal down. So right now he is off of his feeds. They did try to wean his vent today, but he went down by 1 and then wasn't really tolerating it, went back up, and he just sat at 22/6 the whole day. So to cap that all off, he did not really make any progress on his vent today. However, he did get an NG tube placed. He did get some feeds. He did come off of all of his antibiotics. He's only on an antifungal now. He did put out less for his chest tube output, which is a good sign that maybe his callus effusion is clearing up. Also, small world moment. When I was in college, there was somebody I met who also has a child who came here, and she actually started watching some of these videos, and it is not my story to tell, so I'm not going to share who it is, but it was really neat and kind of a full circle moment of having somebody come here who has benefited from these videos and being able to kind of get an idea of what this would be like. And so I think in that respect, it was very fulfilling to see that this is kind of accomplishing something that I wanted to do, which is help other people. And so I think for me personally, that was just a really cool moment today, to see her and to know that this is actually making a little bit of a difference. Mallory and I went back out to eat for supper tonight, and I got to get a video of the actual whole train, which Hunter absolutely loved and adored. And Kathy also went to the American Red Cross today and donated platelets, which are actually some things that Jon David has been getting since we've been here in the last few days. Because his callus effusion, we were talking about that lymphatic system, it carries your platelets in there, and so you actually lose some of that when you are having callus effusion, and so he has to have them replaced, and Kathy went and got those. I do need to go back and give some more blood, but given how critical he's been lately, that's why I hadn't. When he gets into a little bit better spot, I'll head back out there and do it. But wanted to give a shout out to Kathy. If any of y'all, again, I know several of y'all have asked like how you can help and things like that, go out and give blood or go out and give platelets. They are a wonderful way to help out this population of kiddos because they need them as much as they take out in labs, or if they have like callus effusion or any number of things that can cause them to need some extra blood or extra platelets. If you go give that, that is a very real way to help out this population of kids. If y'all would pray for these 3 things. 1, that he will continue to tolerate his weans. 2, that he will be able to start his feeds back. And then 3, pray for all the kiddos and the families who are battling CHD. Also realized this while I was editing, but happy birthday, Cece. That's all I got for tonight. Hope y'all continue to choose hope daily, and y'all have a good night and God bless.
Okay, bye-bye.